Leo, how y'all doing? This is Maggie coming with your September reading. All right, how are my lions? Let me hear you say "Rawr." All right, y'all, I'm sorry I'm being silly. How y'all doing? Welcome to my new subscribers. What's up to my day ones? And I see you y'all peeking around and everything. That's cool though. So let's see what's going on with Leos in September. We have power. Watch out now. Y'all about to let people know what's up? Or y'all about to be in like a power on stars type situation? Either way, I love it. Okay? Because aren't we in the full moon energy of Pisces right now? I think that started yesterday. So yeah. Let's get into it and see what y'all talking about. I'm just gonna cut it. All right, we have Five of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Swords, High Priestess in reverse, Death card in reverse, sucky. Three of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Wands energy, Queen of Cups, followed by the Justice in reverse, and the Ten of Wands. Where's that? Is this Ten of Wands or Ten of Swords? Ten of Wands in reverse. And the final outcome card is Temperance. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. All right, so it's time for you to step into your power, especially at this moment, because whatever conflicts you were having is starting to be resolved. And now, but you're gonna have to step lightly just a little bit, because whatever the reason why these inner conflicts or this circle situation that you had going is coming to an end is because you found out some new information about things was going on, and something that you knew already, but or two, it could be that you were trying to make something work, but now you just need to realize, okay, it's time to bring it to a close. I'm getting a Death card in reverse in a lot of readings. I think I only did like 5 just now, and I think 3 of them had a Death card in reverse. But if you're wondering why you have to step lightly, it's because whatever this new venture that you're getting into, you don't have a lot of information about it. You found out these secrets, you found out this new hidden information, this secret circle or whatever that was going on, or this new venture that you want to get into, but you need to take your time with it, because this is something extremely new to you. You have to find out a new way of working with it, and you'll make it out all right, because here it goes, you arriving, which you always bounce back, and you always will be in the limelight about it. Okay, so right now you're in this Queen of Cups energy, where your emotions are in check. You are your intuition is high, so you basically flip this High Priestess around. Now that you know everything, you can step in things a different way, but you have to realize that you can't make everything again work out the way that you want. Don't get into this Queen of Wands energy of the Queen of Wands in reverse energy, where you become the master manipulator. Please avoid that. You can't make people do what you want to do. You can ask them to do things, even if you don't. If you're too proud to ask, you can just hint about it, but people have a free will to do what they want. So even if you want to go as far as to take these people to court or have an argument about it, they're going to stand firm in how they believe and what they think, and you're just going to have to come up with a compromise in the situation. So Your hopes and fears is that, yeah, it's gonna be a great loss for you and or the people around you, if this isn't exactly you, but everyone else around you. But you have to let this situation come to a close, because that's the only way you're gonna get everything back in order to where you can press forward. You've been seen and you get your power back with this Queen of Cups. Okay, so and the Queen of Wands. So you got like 3 females here. This female almost looks like this one with the way her hands are moving, and she's kind of balanced. I can't remember which Hindu goddess this is. I may have to look it up. But there's a difference between, you have to use your power for the right reasons. All right, you can't use your powers to try to make someone throw someone into guilt, or just force anybody to do anything. That's not the way that's not the way life works. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the High Priestess energy in reverse. What type of secrets did you find out? I'm gonna use this one. Tell me about the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, you got the Ace of Swords. So yeah, you definitely got some new information, and you got it from a third party. Somebody brought it to you, but it's definitely something that can help you move forward, and it's something to your benefit. So that's cool and fine and dandy, but don't get into that temperamental space again. This is warning about that Queen of Wands energy, where you kind of feel like you wanna lash out at people, but is it really worth it to do that? All right, because you got to be mindful of, just because you have the swords to cut people, just because you have the information and you feel like you got to get them back, I got to get that revenge, is it really worth it in the end? Okay, just because you have, it's not worth it to expose people. And I think that's the society that we're in right now, where everybody wants to be the first to say something, but we're not really being accountable for what happens to everyone in the situation. Okay, so it's like, if you want to be the one to come to the job and say so and so is stealing, all right, if they know that there's been a decrease in sales in one section of the store, in the electronic section, all of a sudden all the big screen TVs is missing. All right, somehow they get lost from being taken off the truck and being put on display. So if you the person who find out who's doing it, and you've been having a vendetta against this person for Lord knows, it's the manager that's doing it, and you mad at them because they won't let you come into work 10 minutes late. They know how traffic is on I-10, but still they want you to get there, like try to rush and risk getting the ticket just because they want you to get there on time. How dare they? So you find out that the manager is the one that's manipulating the paperwork, and he's taking the TVs and flipping them. So you decide to rat them out. Well, if you do that, that can mean that everybody that works in that electronic section can lose their job. All right, so is that really worth it? Okay, those are things that you have to think about. All right, that doesn't necessarily mean if you ratted them out that the next supervisor up is going to say, you know what, I trust you, so I'm gonna give you that position. That manager may say, you know what, I'm gonna keep an eye on that person, and because they were so quick to tell on so and so what else is going on with them, and now they're going to see how you like to come to work late, and you lose your job too. Was it worth it? Was it really worth it? Okay, so let's cut out all of this. Be mindful of this whole let's expose people. If you find out some stuff, maybe just keep it to yourself and keep pushing. All right, so let's see. All right, now I want to see about this Queen of Wands. Okay, that's you. let's get some more information on you. Spirit of the pumpkin, harvest, autumn, midnight. So, give me something else to go with that. If you haven't found out information yet, don't worry, it's coming soon. That's what this spirit of the pumpkin is about. But spirit of the grim reaper, whatever all this chaos has brought to the light, it was meant to happen. Okay, this is just like in the Cancer reading. The writing was on the wall. Okay, that whole Destiny Child album, it was on the wall. Okay, so just let it go. And so you can free up yourself and get into this energy that you have. Now you have all of this pent up energy from you being stressed and, oh my God, I can't believe it's happened. So what you going to do with it? Are you going to take this energy, sit on the couch and eat fried chicken and get pissed off and yell and get drunk and yell at the TV at this movie that you done watched 1,000 times? Are you going to do that? Or are you going to take this energy, hopping on the social media and saying and ranting and trolling people? Or are you just going to say, you know what, I'm gonna rise above this and I'm gonna put this energy into something of better use for me? I'm not going to give people the satisfaction of knowing that they can control my emotions. That's when you definitely need to be in your Queen of Wands energy, because you can make anything happen if you put your energy in the right situation areas. Okay, situation areas. So let's see about this Queen of Cups. Okay. We have spirit of the moon, cycles. And that makes sense because Queen of Cups energy, that's your Cancers, Pisces, Scorpio. But if you're thinking about your intuition, Scorpios, we all about transitioning. And then you have the death card and death popping up all over the place. So it's just a cycle. You got a full moon right now. So say you a couple of prayers, do your full moon meditation and declare what you want to happen and what you want better for yourself and get into it. Spirit of the rabbit, fertility, sex, spring. Okay, Scorpio just flying all over the place with this. Because we love our cycles and we like to have, some love you long time. Okay? Hey. But so yeah, it's time for you to let this cycle go. Harvest. Look for what needs to be cleared out. Get rid of it. Okay? Don't wait until it's cold and it's dry. You still got some fresh fertile ground right there. So just take out the little dead pieces and put you some fresh stuff in, so you don't have to wait for the ground to get fertilized all over again. Okay? The ground is still fertile. Just take out the unnecessary. Okay? There's still time. And get it together. Get things going. All right? So let's see what's going to happen with this Temperance card. All right? Tell me more about Temperance. All right. Self-worth. Okay, remember what do you value the most out of yourself if you want to think about your power. And yes, you can let this go. I know you probably think that you can't, and all is not lost, and you have a right to be pissed off. You have the right to feel however you feel. I will never stop anyone from feeling that way, but at the same time is what you do with it. Okay? All right. And if you're ready for the repercussions that come with it, because let me tell y'all something about me. Growing up, my whole thing when I got in trouble was, it wasn't that I didn't know right from wrong. It was that I analyzed the consequences, the good and the bad, the pros and the cons, and sometimes the cons was worth it. Okay, I knew I shouldn't I shouldn't stayed outside too long, but I wanted to see what was going on. The air was feeling good and I didn't want to come inside. So I knew I was going to get my tail whooped, and sure enough, I did. But at least I had fun while I was outside. You know, that's and I know that's some crazy logic for a child to have, but that's how, you know, my parents raised us. It was like, you have to consider the consequences of everything. You can't just look at the benefits. You have to look at the risk too. So, and I think that's where the self-worth part really comes in, that I have some things about me that I don't like, but I still like myself as a whole. Okay, I don't like, in some situations will not work out the way that you want them to, but at least you was able to accomplish something with it, and then you also learned a lesson at the same time. Okay, so there's really no right and wrong in a situation, but you have to, no absolute right or wrong in a situation, but you have to figure out what's best for you and keep going. You have to still do, it has to work out for everybody. It may not feel like it for you, because you may think other people benefited more than you did, but trust, if you let this go, you'll be just fine. All right, because you made it this far without everybody, so what does it matter? I digress. I'm just running my mouth. All right, let's see if I can grab one more card about temperance. Settling. If you don't let this go, you're gonna settle for not using all of your powder. Lord have mercy, not using all of your power. So there's more in store for you. It's time for you to get to the next level. All right, so let's get to the final outcome of this matter for Leo. I got that Candy song playing in my head all over again. Fly above. You could do it. What's the final outcome or advice? Final outcome or advice. Clinging to the past. Be mindful of doing that. And politics. Okay. And that could mean there's that master manipulator thing coming out, because that's one thing we know. You can tell about politics right now. It's not necessary, and it's like I said before, it's not really politics right now is not necessarily who is right or who is wrong. It's about who can help you get to the next level. Okay, and we have one side of politics where they're just clinging to the past. They don't want to let go, but now is a time for change. It's evident. It has to happen. Okay. And, I'm sorry, y'all. And one thing about life is that if you don't change, it's going to drag you by your feet. So you can either walk with it, with the change that's coming, and learn and be able to move freely, or you can allow the change to just go ahead and happen, and it just drag you kicking and screaming along the way. All right. And you have to be mindful of feeling like you can say, be nice, and not call it pigeon dropping. You give somebody something, but you give it not with the full intentions of you wanting to help someone. You expecting something in return. And if you do that, that's a dangerous game to play with someone, because especially if they don't know the whole story of the price that you want them to pay for it. Okay, so be mindful of putting yourself in that situation, and be mindful of putting someone else in that situation too. Okay. All right, let me get one more final outcome card for Leo. Suppression. Please let people go. Please don't hold your power over people. Don't let anyone hold their power over you. Okay. I can't say it any other way, y'all. Don't do it. You need to get to the temperance part where you have a balance in everything, not to where you rah in the face about it. All right, because in a way these two cards look the same. They're speaking of the same thing. When you're in balance and when you're in tune, that's when you're in your power. Okay, it's not when your ego is in full form. Okay, because notice how the energy is flowing from one place to another, and then it's the same thing with this card too. Okay, so find your balance in everything that you do, and then you won't have to worry about someone having someone having an advantage over you and vice versa. Okay, all right, so that's my reading for Leos, and I will see you guys later. Love y'all.